Hello students, I am Smita Ghadage from YCIS Satara. My subject is biology. We are going to study topic from 11th standard known as human nutrition. In this topic, we are going to study human digestive system, histological structure of alimentary canal, digestive glands, physiology of digestion, absorption, assimilation, digestion, and last part is nutritional disorders and disorders of digestive system. Nutrition. What is nutrition? This nutrition is a complicated process. In this process, it involves other processes like ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation, and digestion. Nutrition, it involves main process, it is known as digestion. Now, what is digestion? Digestion is a process in which complex, non-diffusible and non-absorbable compounds are converted into simple, diffusible and absorbable form. For example, after digestion, carbohydrates are converted into simple sugar, glucose and fructose, while proteins are converted into fatty acid and carbohydrates are converted into simple sugar, proteins are converted into amino acids, and fats are converted into fatty acid and glycerol. So we study here human digestive system. Human digestive system, it consists of here following parts. First part is alimentary canal. Alimentary canal includes mouth, buccal cavity. In buccal cavity, tongue, teeth, pharynx, tongue and teeth present in buccal cavity. Third part of digestive system, it is pharynx. Fourth part is esophagus. Then here stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and last part is anus. So we study this one by one. At first, you see this diagram of human digestive system. In this diagram, here mouth is present. Mouth, the opening of mouth is here lip-like structure. This is fleshy structure and it is a slit-like opening. Then it continues as a buccal cavity. In buccal cavity, what is present? That is tongue and tooth. Then this buccal cavity opens into pharynx. This is pharynx. Then pharynx, here it is esophagus. Esophagus continues as a stomach. Stomach, it is a J-like organ or J-shaped organ. It is sac-like structure. It further continues as a intestine. Intestine, it is highly coiled structure. It is divided into main two parts. First part is known as small intestine and another part is known as large intestine. And last part is your rectum and very last part it is known as anus. So we study here one by one. Here first part is alimentary canal. In alimentary canal, first part is mouth. Mouth, it is uppermost part and opens outside and it is guarded by slit-like opening, and these slit-like opening are guarded by fleshy lips. Then mouth opens into buccal cavity. In buccal cavity, what is present? Here, tongue and teeth. Also here salivary glands are also present. Now about tongue, this is muscular structure. Tongue is muscular structure. It is the floor of buccal cavity. On this tongue, papillae are present. These are the projections. It appears taste buds. The function of taste bud is sensation of taste. And this tongue also helps in swallowing as well as in speech. The next part is known as here teeth. In the human teeth, It is known as human teeth. 32 teeth are present, but in the life cycle of human being, there are two sets of teeth. So human teeth is known as dipurulent, as well as these teeth are present and these are fixed in a socket. So these are known as thecodont, as well as there are different types of teeth. So this type is also known as heterodont because different type of teeth are present. These teeth are incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. Here diagram is present. This diagram incisor, canine, premolar, and molar. Upper jaw bears 16 teeth and lower jaw 16 teeth. Total 32 teeth are present. Half jaw it bears here 6 teeth. It bears 8 teeth. So the dental formula, this is of half jaw. Here incisor dental formula can be given as I means incisor 2 by 2, upper 2 it is upper jaw and lower is lower jaw. Then canine 1 1. One canine in present in half part of upper jaw and half part of lower jaw. Then premolar are present 2 and 2. Then molar are 3 3. Means here upper jaw half portion it bears 3 molars and lower half portion it bears 3. So the dental formula is given as in this way, and this is important for your exam. What is dental formula? Such type of question is asked, that is ICPM. You write in this way. आणि डेंटल फॉर्म्युला आहे हा आपला जसाच्या तसा पाठ करायला गेलं तर थोडासा आकड्यांचा गोंधळ होतो, म्हणून लिहिताना आपण काय करायचं बघा, इथं IC देन PM M लिहायचं आणि पुढं 21 23 2123 2123. In this way 8 into 2 is equal to 16 in each jaw, that is 32 teeth are present. Now the structure of this is the tooth anatomy. Tooth is made up of main two parts. This is crown and this is root. Crown, it is visible portion. This dentine is present and dentine is covered by enamel. Enamel, it is the hardest substance in our body. Then here root is present. In gum, this it forms here socket, and this socket crown is fixed. At here you see here pulp is present. Then in pulp here connection of blood vessels. Here blood vessels are present. Then nerves are also present. This is about structure of tooth. This is the first part of this digestive system. Then second part, this second part is known as pharynx. The buccal cavity leads into pharynx. Pharynx, it is a meeting point of digestive and respiratory part. Means what? In this diagram, here pharynx is present, and this pharynx, it is of two, it takes part in respiration as well as in digestive system. The respiratory part of this pharynx, it is known as nasopharynx, and digestive part, the part which takes part or which is the part of digestive system, it is known as oropharynx. This is the about pharynx. The next part is esophagus. Esophagus, it is a long tube. It is approximately 25 centimeter long. Pulled by the movement of peristalsis movement. The peristalsis movement takes place in esophagus. What is peristalsis movement? Why this peristaltis movement takes place? Due to here rhythmic contraction and relaxation of longitudinal and circular muscles. Means here the wall of esophagus are made up of longitudinal and circular muscles, and due to this the food forwards in forward direction. Next part is stomach. Stomach, it is a J-shaped organ. Here you see this is J-shaped organ. It is sac-like organ. It is a 25 to 30 centimeter long. It is divided into main three parts. First part is known as cardiac. Middle part it includes fundus and body, and last part is known as pylorus. Cardiac part, it is near to heart. It is known as cardiac. And here cardiac sphincters are present. The iron last part is known as pylorus. Here pyloric sphincters are present. Now what is the function of these sphincters? Due to this sphincter, when food enters in this stomach, here digestion, mastication takes place. Different juices, enzymes comes here and digestion of food here takes place. The wall of stomach, it also secrete gastric, it bears gastric glands, and these gastric glands, it secrete gastric juice. It is helpful for digestion. This the dome-shaped part of the stomach. It is known as fundus. This is fundus. The next part is known as intestine. Intestine, it is a highly coiled structure. It is divided into two parts. First part is known as small intestine. It is long. It is about 6 meter long. It is divided into three parts, that is duodenum, jejunum and ileum. In diagram, here you see this is your intestine. This intestine, it is 6 meter approximately long, and it is divided into three parts. These three parts are duodenum, jejunum and ileum. The next part is large intestine. This large intestine, it is broad than your small intestine. It also bears three parts, main two parts here, colon and a rectum. Now what is about cecum? In this diagram, you see here cecum. Cecum means the part from which small intestine here ends and large intestine starts. Here appendix, it is known as appendix, vermiform appendix is present. This appendix, it is known as cecum. It is functional in herbivorous animal, while it is non-functional it is in human being. Last part of this digestive system is known as anus. But before this, rectum is colon and rectum. Cecum part बघितलेला आहे आपण. Then colon it is divided into then two parts. Sorry, three parts. Colon बघा इथं, it is three parts. Colon, this is colon, it is ascending colon. This is a transverse colon and this is a descending colon. Then descending colon, it opens into rectum. In this rectum, undigested food material stored for some while. Then last part, it is known as anus. Anus is the last part, and this rectum opens into this anus, which is also guarded by sphincter. And this is the last opening. From this opening, The undigested food material is thrown out of the body. This is about alimentary canal. Then here you in this diagram you see in this diagram you can clearly see this is small intestine, this is large intestine, from this large intestine ascending colon, this is transverse colon and this is descending colon. It opens into a rectum and this part is known as anus. In this diagram, you also see here, this is esophagus, your stomach, it continues as intestine, then this is large intestine, and last part is rectum, and very last part that is known as anus. Then different glands are present in this digestive system. We know that digestive system includes your alimentary canal as well as digestive gland. In this digestive gland, three type of glands are present. First gland is known as salivary gland. This salivary gland, three salivary glands are present. First gland is known as sublingual gland, then submandibular gland, and third is known as parotid gland. These glands are present. These glands are present. It secretes saliva. In this saliva, the enzyme present is known as salivary amylase. It also secretes mucus, which is helpful for digestion. That is, saliva is useful for digestion, and mucus it is useful for forming bolus. And then second gland. Here in this diagram, see here the glands. These are known as parotid gland. Parotid gland पाण्याच्या मागच्या पुढच्या बाजूला आहे. Then another gland, this is known as sublingual gland. It is present below tongue, and submandibular gland, it is present in your lower jaw. These are the three salivary glands. Then second gland, it is known as liver. Liver is the largest gland in our body. It is dark reddish brown in color. It is made up of two lobes. There are number of functions performed by liver. Liver is the main organ which secretes different enzymes which also perform different functions, such as secretion of bile. Secretion of bile, it is the main function. Secretion of bile, in this diagram, see here, this is liver, this is gallbladder. The secretion of this liver, it is a bile, and this bile is temporarily stored in this organ. This is known as gallbladder. Then this gallbladder here, through the duct, this secretion is poured in this digestive system. Then liver also performs function. It secretes the different proteins. It also secretes B12. Then liver performs in this way number of functions. Next part is known as pancreas. Pancreas, it is leaf-like organ. It is a gland. This gland is mixed gland because it is exocrine as well as endocrine. It secretes pancreatic juice, and this pancreatic juice is poured in the digestive tract, so it is exocrine in function. Pancreas also secretes the enzyme known as insulin, and this insulin is poured directly into blood. So this gland also it is known as endocrine gland. In this way, the pancreas is an exocrine and endocrine gland, so together it is known as mixed gland. It completes the human digestive system.